All right, we'll go ahead and start the Human Service and Community Safety Committee for April 10th, 2024 at 12 p.m. It's important to understand that no formal votes or decisions about the city programs, policies, or budget will happen here. Our role is to explore various topics with staff and stakeholders and community members and to make recommendations to the city council colleagues. We want a process to be transparent, inclusive, and easy for you to be part of whenever you choose to be. And you can share your thoughts with us by filling out a comment card about any item on the meeting, on the agenda, or by reaching out to us directly with any other thoughts, questions, or ideas. You need to fill out the comment cards in advance that can be read into the record for any agendized items. The link to the comment cards can be found in the committee web page at tempe.gov/HSCS, and you'll also find the contact information for committee members and staff there for non-agendized and to ask questions as well. Call to order. I would like to call, as I said, I'd like to call to order for this meeting on April 10th, 2024 for the Human Service Human Service and Community Safety Committee, Council Committee. Go ahead.
So item number 2, I'd like to make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from, let's look at our meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is March 20th, 2024.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
I
April
was
10th.
thinking today.
It's February 21st, the meeting minutes? Yeah, okay, so February 21st, 2024 meeting minutes. So I move to make
And it approves.
it approves. There you go. All in favor? Aye. All right.
All right. The committee welcomes public comment. According to the Arizona Open Meeting Law, the committee may only discuss matters listed on the agenda. Matters brought up by the public under the public appearance that are not listed on the agenda cannot be discussed by the committee. You have 30 minutes allotted by public comment with up to 2 minutes per speaker. Speakers will be called in order of the comment cards that were received. Any comments not present today, or any comments not present, comments not present today will be entered into public record. Do we have any comment cards?
We do not, Councilman Navarro.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the committee session items, current items and up to dates. And the first one is an update on tobacco licensing program. And we have, who do we have?
What's that?
Lisette.
Good afternoon, Councilmember Garland, Councilmember Navarro. We're here to provide an update on the tobacco seller's license. And with me today is Josh Weiss. He is our tax and license manager. He'll be doing most of the presentation. And before I turn over the presentation to him, I would like to thank many different people who helped us get through setting up the licensing portal training. First of all, PD, specifically Commander Hale, who's been a big part in this process. Also with the attorney's office, specifically Clarence Matherson. And then our tax and license team, Josh and his team members, Julianne Moore, and also Connor Rhodes. And with that, I'll turn over the presentation to Josh.
Thank you, Lisette. Okay. So this initiative has been around for quite some time, as you both are fully aware of. Initially, these were the council priorities that were identified. Wanted to achieve a rate of 0 substance abuse, alcohol and drug abuse, for, in particular, high school and teenage children, and wanted to address the opioid crisis that was resulting in many related deaths and overdoses. Just a little bit of background for this license that we have going into effect here soon. Again, the main priority was to increase the age to 21. Currently, state law is 18, so we are increasing that even on the local level to 21. No one under the age can purchase these products. The licensing program is also the first we've had here in the city, emphasizing the need for regulation of these businesses. There is a $300 annual licensing fee that is prorated this year to $225 for starting almost halfway through the year. And the big training requirement is that these retailers are required to take the Arizona Retailer Tobacco Training, ARTT, that is put on by the state of Arizona, the Attorney General's office. We'll have some more information on that in the next slide as well. We do obviously have penalties for any violation of the ordinance or violation of the license. Predominantly what we would probably anticipate is the, unfortunately, selling to anyone underage. That's where we would go into some of those penalties. And then, May 1st, coming up very soon, is when this ordinance takes into effect, or goes into effect, rather. One other thing is that these businesses are required to post signage next to where these products are being sold in their places of business. So again, back to the training requirements. The Arizona Retailer Tobacco Training is required for all of these businesses. We've been emphasizing that the manager of the store goes and attends the training. They do get a certificate with their name on it for whoever attended the training. I even have a couple of my own staff members that have attended some of these training classes for research purposes and knowledge purposes. So far, there's been 7 training classes that have been offered. We had 3 March 7th, 2 March 27th, and 2 on April 8th, just on Monday. Those are only specific to our ordinance here for the Tempe ordinance. So ARTT does do, I believe it's bi-monthly trainings for anyone else that can would like to attend and take these trainings. So not only have we had the 7, there's been others offered as well. We do have 3 more remaining on the schedule currently prior to the effective date of this license. 1 on April 15th and then 2 more classes on April 17th. To date, for our numbers, we've had 70 total attendees that have taken this training and received certification. I promise not all 70 are my staff, only a few have been of my staff. The details that we have now on the seller's license itself, we have had the portal go active on February 26th. So we did get ahead of schedule, which we were very happy about. Again, as Lisette said, a couple of my staff members in particular, Julianne Moore and Connor Rhodes, were very instrumental in that, so I also want to shout them out. But February 26th, we've had just over a month now that the portal's been active. We have a total of 153 tobacco retailers in the city of Tempe. That is specific by location, so not total businesses, but you have your Circle K's and other stores that have multiple locations. We only have 8 active licenses at this moment. We do have actually 15, I double checked before I came over, 15 pending licenses in our system, and those will all be approved, I was told by today. So the positive note again is we have had a large number of attendees to the training. They need to get that certification first, and then they can go into the application and go through the approval process there. Some outreach that we've done and will continue to do as well. We did send a large batch of letters to all of the identified retailers in March, early March, right after this portal went live. We will be sending a second notice actually this week. It says April, but this week is the plan to send a second batch of letters for anyone that has not received a license yet. And then also at the state level, the Attorney General's office has done some outreach themselves also for some of these larger retailers such as Fry's, Bash's, QT, and Circle K. I can also let you know that Bash's did contact my staff specifically yesterday, so we've individually been speaking to them. Many of those pending licenses are actually for QT, so they've already gotten theirs in the system there. And then Circle K, who has about 25 locations here in the city of Tempe, we have some outreach to them specifically as well that we've identified that will be helping them out.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes, absolutely.
So we have 70 people have attended, but only the 8 plus 15 active or licenses are coming?
Correct.
Is that possibly because there's like 5 people that work at one store and they're sending everybody? Or, I mean, it's surprising to me if we have 153 retailers that we know of, and then we only have just a few licensed, 23 licensed.
Yeah, it's been a slow first month definitely for getting the applications in. What I can tell you is that those initial trainings on March 7th, we did not get what we were told by the AG's office. We didn't get a lot of attendees that went to those. So I think initially that was due to the slow enrollment. So there has been some, we'll call them challenges for the enrollment process that we've been told by the attendees as well. But to my knowledge, I don't believe we have large amounts of staff going from each store, going to these classes. I do think it is very individualized to each location, and that's what we're trying to emphasize as well.
So what are we planning on doing on May 1st if we still have 23 license and 153
Yeah,
locations?
good question.
Education?
We're going to try to do continuous education these last couple weeks and outreach as well, of course, specifically. So what's beneficial is that we can contact the corporate office, the owners, whoever it might be, and we can individually get them licensed and communicate that way to them. So that's beneficial. If we do not have we still have unlicensed businesses after May 1st. We were looking at some options, and we're trying to be flexible with the community as well, but we do have the ability to charge a late fee that is baked into the ordinance already. We also can apply it as a first violation of the ordinance, meaning they would be required to pay a $500 fee and take that training again or take it for the first time if they have yet to at that point. So we're still looking at some definitive options there for that, but we hope we can get a lot of, again, specific individualized outreach done these next couple
Okay,
weeks.
thank you.
And just a follow-up question also, is that training located in Phoenix or where is it located
It's
at?
all done virtually. They are given
virtually?
a Zoom link is what they're sent once they sign up. We have the link directly on our website, so someone can go on there, click on that, and sign up, pick whatever class they have coming up, and then the Attorney General's office is then send the meeting information after that. Okay. That's all we had. So any other questions? Be more than happy to answer. And then we do have obviously the dedicated webpage there, tempe.gov/tobacco sellers.
I appreciate the outreach that you're doing, and I'm sure that you've logged so nobody will come May 1st or June 1st and say, I've not heard anything about this. So you guys have records of the outreach that you're doing, because I think it's important for us to continue to do the outreach. And before, of course, everything we want to do like this, you first want to do the education and get them, which we've had time to be able to do, and then we've had our website set up. So I just hope that the other retailers will step up and take part in this so that we can get this going.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you both have been a part of this whole process, and you've seen this is a pretty involved community for this particular ordinance and license. So they all have been speaking to each other and aware of things. And so we're hoping that, again, some of the delay was just they didn't go to the training right in the beginning, and we're starting to see more of those applications coming in, and we're going to do our best to get those phone calls made and letters sent.
Okay. And then I was just wondering if it's possible if we could have our PIO office maybe do a slide or something that we can share on the City of Tempe's outreach website, and then we could share it on our website that just, hey, reminders for the businesses out there, just so that everybody else can see it, that we are still trying to get this to get being taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have worked with the PIO office as well about getting like a social media post put out very soon as well. So hopefully the business community can see some of those things.
Thank you.
Perfect. With that, just one other question. So I know we get into Circle K's, QT's. What about some mom and pop stores? How are we doing with that?
Yeah, we've seen a few licenses that have come in specifically for the individual owned places, not necessarily the franchises or the big corporations. And again, we're going to do the same type of outreach to them specifically. It might be even easier to get them licensed in those cases. So we're still reaching out to everybody.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Up next, we got HSCS Committee Work Plan, and we're going to have Sarah Keown and Parish Spies talking on the overview of it.
Good afternoon, Councilman Navarro, Councilman Garland. I am Sarah Keown, Council Assistant, and I am joined by my colleague, Paris Spice. I am going to provide you with an overview of the current Human Services Community Safety 2023 Work Plan and highlight some achievements that were driven by community safety and human services concerns. Paris then will present the proposed revisions for the Human Services Community Safety 2024 Work Plan. Here's an overview. The primary objective of the Human Services and Community Safety Committee is to design policies to ensure the Tempe community feels safe and improves the ability of the city to meet the growing needs of human services. This is achieved by strengthening and maintaining community partnerships, being innovative through data-driven strategies, and providing program oversight. The Human Service Safety Committee is composed of two priorities, one under Human Services and under Community Safety. Under community safety, it's to ensure the community feels safe and to improve the capacity of the city to respond to the opioid pandemic. Under human services, to improve the city's ability to address growing issues of home affordability, homelessness, and to establish the resources to meet the growing needs of human services. These are the City Council performance measures supported of the Human Service and Safety Committee, as you can see here. Throughout the year, we had many topics that were brought to the committee for updates and for consideration for some guidance. As we come to the achievements, I would like to take a moment first to thank you, Councilmember Garland and Councilmember Navarro, for chairing this committee, which allows a platform for the community members to bring their areas of concern regarding safety and human services to be heard. I'd also like to thank our partners, city staff, stakeholders, that all put a lot of work and effort into presenting to the committee, because without all of their hard work, and especially our comms team that makes this virtual, so the folks that can attend in person can still see the meeting at home or watch it at a later time for updates. Again, without their dedication and hard work, these achievements would not have been accomplished. You didn't put the accomplished? This is the wrong one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So these are a few of the achievements that I would like to highlight. So in response to the concern for our youth and protecting them from tobacco, alcohol use, as you heard our presentation today, the tobacco ordinance, it was first heard at our committee meeting in April of 2023. And in November 2023, Tempe City Council approved the amendment to the city code that created a tobacco sales licensing program, enacts fees to ensure compliance, and raises the minimum age of purchase of tobacco products to 21. In response to feeling safe at the park, we had a presentation of the Park Ranger program, and as a result, the Park Ranger program the field work began and was reinstated November of 2023. In response to the community concern for people's experienced homelessness, the Hometown for All was created, presented, and is being implemented. There was a concern of the community for mental health, wellness, and the mental health roadmap was created and approved at our August 2023 committee meeting. There was a need to grow our crisis team for families in need, and in February of 2023, the Family Advocacy Center was opened to accommodate the growing need. And last but not least, Tempe did receive the age-friendly community designation by AARP. These are just a few of the many achievements accomplished with the oversight of the Human Services Community Safety Committee. I'm now going to hand it over to Parrish to present to you the recommendations for this committee moving forward to continue to support these priorities and performance measures with the 2024 work plan. Parrish?
Thank you, Sarah. The work continues. So Councilmember Navarro and Garland, we will continue to stay the course on the plan to achieve the objectives of the committee, which are to ensure community safety and improve the capacity of the city to meet the needs of those who have human services needs. The priorities will still pretty much stay the same, ensuring the community safety with regard to the opioid epidemic and ending opioid misuse and abuse. We're going to work more closely with our strategic planning team on the opioid crisis Tempe Innovation Solutions, which we've added to the priorities for the coming year. We will continue to address the needs of affordability and ending homelessness, which has been accelerated by the City Council for the upcoming fiscal year. We're also going to add the support of veterans and their families, those human services needs such as housing and mental health services. And we're also going to add this year a component to engage boards and commissions in the process so that we have the full stakeholder input. With that, we'd just like to ask if there are any questions or anything you'd like to add.
Councilmember Garland?
I don't have any questions. I'm excited about getting busy on the next year.
We did some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
You're right, so we're
Appreciate
going
it,
to build on this momentum and look forward to the coming plan.
Okay, so do we need to make a
Just
motion to
consensus
approve
that
it?
you approve it to move forward to our next work study.
Yeah.
Yep, we have
So
consensus.
moved.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and, next item. Let's see.
It's,
Just our next meeting.
yeah. Is
that it?
May 15th, yeah.
All right, next meeting. That was already said, May 15th. So next HSCS committee meeting will be May 15th. And with all that, for all you 5 people, we are adjourned.